This is down here by the dock. I'm walking down beside it, going down to the water. There's the fort over there. Zoom in on that for y'all. There's the fort over there that we're going to be going to. It's supposed to be haunted, man. We don't know. We are just talking to the guy who does the tours. And he was telling us that we might see some wildlife out here today, you guys. So, I mean, you guys look at that water, man. That's the ferry we're going to be taking. That's the boat we're going to be on. But, I mean, look at that. Got the intercoastal down there, I think. And just look at that water, man. It's like crystal clear. It's just beautiful out here, man. I love it. Love Florida, man. Florida's great. Florida's awesome. Look, you see a little fishy right there? A little group of fish. Right there. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Anyway, we're about to be getting on the boat here in a few minutes. So, we're going to hang out for a few more minutes. And we're going to get on there. I don't know if I'm going to stop the clip this time. I'm just going to let it play.
Get settled in.
What?
Then we'll get boarded. On behalf of the National Park Service, I do want to welcome you. My name is Grant Rasmussen. When we get over to the fort, I'll explain some of the heritage that this fort stands for and how it was strategically located to protect the back door to St. Augustine, which is 15 miles up the river. The fort was built for war, not for tourism. So there's uneven terrain, a couple steep staircases, and a vertical ladder up to the observation deck. Sometimes it's easier going up than it is coming down. So I ask that you think about your safety as you explore the fort. Help us out with the preservation of the fort by not climbing, sitting, or standing on the walls or cannons. It stands today 278 years old, made out of a local stone called coquina, which is shells and sand. Over thousands of years, time and pressure formed it into a sedimentary rock. So basically it's solidified beach. When you go to the beach, what do you end up coming home with? Most people say sand or shells. And we want you to leave this sand fort here and not take it home with you. So please don't climb on the walls or cannons. With the bit of rain that we've had, it is going to be a little slick on the gangway and possibly on the deck of the boat. So do watch your step as you board the vessel. Remain seated the entire trip over and back. Now that being said, wildlife is welcome to steal the show with us. Quite often we'll see Atlantic bottlenose dolphin, great blue herons, egrets, and osprey. At times we'll see sea turtles and bald eagles. Last trip we did have a great wildlife expedition. We saw one of our tarpons as well as green sea turtle and some other wildlife as well, the shorebirds. So keep your eyes peeled, but if you do see any, you get to stand up on the boat. Alright, you must remain seated. So at this time I'll collect your tickets. We'll get over to the fort safe and sound.
I got 5. Come on, baby. Man, it's bright out here, yo. It's crazy how bright it is in Florida. This shit never stops. I guess we're taking that one over there on the right. I guess we're taking that boat. I guess we're taking that one. Not that one. I was wrong earlier. Yeah, you see the little fish? See all the little fishies? Come on. Alright, go ahead and sit down somewhere if you want to. Wherever you want to sit down. Where you want to sit down? Sit down right there? Or scoot over. I have to go sit with little mommy. You want to go sit with little mommy with me? You want to sit right there? You sit right there by yourself? Okay, I'm going to go sit up here with mommy. You going to sit down here by yourself? No?
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. My name's Andrew. I'll be your captain over through the fort. Before we depart from the dock, I want to let you know that we're carrying life jackets on board for every passenger. They're located above you on the rack or inside the box right here. The jackets are for emergency purposes only. You're not required to wear them on the trip over to the fort. We want to remind you to remain seated. If we see any wildlife in the waterways, such as dolphins or turtles or manatees, I will slow down so everyone gets a good look. But please don't stand up or move around inside the vessel while we're underway. You guys ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Let's head over.
Let's go.
What?
Oh, Uncle Shawnee, he's all by himself. So do you want to sit over here?
She's good. That's where we're going over there.
All right, folks, if you look off to the right here, we've got several actual shorebirds. In the grass area, the bushes there, we've got a great egret, which has a yellow beak, is about 3 to 4 feet tall. Up in the tree there, we've got a bird with a white head. We've got
It's an
2
eagle.
birds with white heads in the park, and this one is the osprey.
Oh,
The
shit.
distinguishing features is that it's got a white mottled chest, dark tail feathers, dark beak, and dark talons. We do occasionally see the bald eagle. They're both pretty similar in regards, but the bald eagle does have yellow beak and talons, and that distinguishing white tail feathers, especially when seen in flight. We've got the snowy egrets. Let's see, there's one.
We'll find one.
The difference between the snowy egret and the great egret, they're both the white birds. The snowy egret is kind of like Dorothy of the Wizard of Oz, who has ruby red slippers. Well, the snowy egret has golden yellow slippers. It's also about only 2 feet tall and with a dark blue colored beak. Great egret. Oh, again, another great egret in the mangrove there, and in the far we've got another osprey.
Round of luck on snowy today.
Well, we had one over at the fort, and we'll see if he's still there.
Okay, we got one.
Dude, I want to go over there.
Not this one, but the next one up is a snowy.
That's where I want to go. I want to go way over there. I want to go way over
In
there.
the low growing mangrove there, we've got our snowy, and of course our osprey soaring up in the air there. As you can see with the osprey, it does have that white mottled chest.
Bless you.
But here we have our snowy egrets and the great egret down to the south of there with the yellow beak. It's something in the water.
It's a crab.
Okay.
That's why this is part of it. See fishies?
We were looking all over for a snowy egret and couldn't find one, but there's actually one on the dock in front of us here. It's going to fly away in just a second when Grant steps over to the other line, but watch right over here beyond this pole here. He'll fly up in just a second. There he goes. Up on the railing there.
Didn't go far.
When it comes to fishing, he's the best. At least in terms of numbers. Because they eat little fish. Lots and lots of little fish.
All right, folks, as we meander up to the fort, I'm going to ask you to think about some of the strategic location, natural features that create this strategic location that prevented attack on St. Augustine 15 miles up the river. How this fort did its job really well for 80 years. Watch your step. Like I said, it might be slippery with the rain, and we'll head on up into the fort to the gun deck. Follow me and watch your step.
We're gonna wait.
Yeah, we're
All right, come on, let's go. Here, Sophie.
sit down and get up and push us.
Appreciate you.
Alright, so here's our first set of stairs up to the gun deck where the cannons are. You're welcome to park the stroller off to the side here. It is steep and there's a step down at the top, so watch your step. And we'll talk about some of the history. So have a seat on one of the benches. Now they might be wet, so you may want to just stand.
If you guys want to go ahead and. Alright, cool. You walking with mommy?
Well, give him a pen first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Huh? I was
That's
going
what I was
to let them
saying.
go up first.
That's what I was saying. But
Okay.
I'll go
Alright.
in the same place.
you got it, baby. Careful, Sophie.
That one's going a little faster than I was. Good job, baby. That one's got this. Good job, Alec.
Just the gun deck, you guys. Look at this.
far of an island. So they took pine logs, drove them vertically into the ground up to 20 feet, laid a hatchwork of pine logs over the top of that, and filled in with rubble, then stacked the stone like Legos, and raised the walls a full 30 feet high to the observation deck. From there you can see almost 8 miles out to the horizon. With the eyeglass you can see up to 10 miles, and that gave you the idea that you can distinguish the flag of the ship that's coming over the horizon, whether it was friend or foe. And you would send word to St. Augustine by boat 15 miles up the river. The fort's 50 feet wide by 50 feet long, was plastered inside and out and given a whitewash. So it was a pristine white fort against the screen background, noticeable from a far distance off. It was initially mounted with 5 cannons, 4 6-pounder iron guns that fired a baseball-sized cannonball up to 1.5 miles, and it sounds like maybe our tarpon over here off the southern groin is making its show. Keep your eyes peeled down at that southern rock area. You might see our green sea turtle and our tarpon chasing some fish. Again, this fort was mounted with 12 cannons and at 1.5 mile range. The end of the bridge to the right is about 1 mile from the sea.
No, you can't go out there. No, sir. Right.
Out into the Atlantic, what those cannons could have reached. Today we have 2 original 8-pounder iron guns in the corner here. The Spanish brought down in 1793 and left to the Americans in 1821 when they ceded Florida over to us. They have 1.5 mile reach to them. These 2 in the center are replica 6-pounders that we had cast in the 90s for our demonstrations. This fort was manned by a small contingent of 7 soldiers on a monthly rotation. Usually 2 master gunners and 4 enlisted men that shared this first level room, living room, bedroom, and kitchen all in one. And then of course the officer had his private quarters upstairs with his writing desk where he'd write the correspondence between Fort Matanzas and St. Augustine of any unusuality that went on here, especially about shipwrecks, survivors making their way up here, and then expeditions to do selfies, regards on anything that was of value. Over the 80 years this fort served, it fired its cannons maybe 12+ times at warning time shots, turning the enemy away without further incident. As far as documentation shows, this fort was not ever fired on itself. And it's all about the natural features that create the strategic location. As I've asked earlier, did anyone notice any of the natural features that create that strategic chokehold here at the Any ideas? You're absolutely right. It did have a moat that went 360 degrees around it. As I mentioned, it was only 2 acres in size. In 1937, the Corps of Engineers dredged open the intercoastal waterway that you see off to the west, connecting the Matanzas River to the Halifax. South of here, down near Daytona Beach and Ponce Inlet, about 50 miles stretch. The stream that cuts across to that tall tree line would have been a water channel just as broad and deep as you see out in front of us. So it had that natural moat to any other features. Well, the inlet itself channeled the direction that the enemy would have actually approached. If this fort was on the ocean front, the enemy could approach in multiple directions and with multiple angles of fire at the fort. But by being inside the barrier island, we limited the number of directions as would have been wide open. We also find that it was very shallow. So the large ships such as frigates and galleons that draft anywhere between 8 to 16 feet likely would not have made it across the bar at the mouth of the inlet. It would have been a smaller vessel such as a schooner that could come across, and they would have had to navigate this uncharted area dealing with sandbars, winds, tides, waves, and